Hello everyone, I'm Cheesy87 and this is Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles part, I don't know. As you can see, we're already in the middle of the mission. What I decided to do was, off screen after we failed this mission last time, I was kind of thinking, how did I beat this mission originally? And then I got to thinking, I cheesed the hell out of it, I think. I remember attempting to do this, but I don't know if it worked. We're going to find out in real time if this strategy works, or if it doesn't. So you may be able to see, what I've done is Jan and Largo are in position. It is turn 4. In theory, when we capture this, we should just be able to insta-kill the tanks as soon as they spawn in. In theory.
Okay, got it.
Now, for some reason I remember this not working, but I don't know what happens. We're just going to jump in and try it. So, we get this cutscene again. Or it's not really a cutscene. Well, it's a cutscene kind of, but it's a cutscene, not a cinematic, I guess, would be the distinction. So, you know, she loses her Super Saiyan powers. We run in, do our medic runs in, rescues her, and then 8 billion reinforcements spawn. Okay, we'll just skip through this dialogue because we saw it last time. And it's also good that, you know, while I'm gonna... And plus I kind of wanted to try and potentially do this mission quicker than it would take. So, we just have to look and see. Largo is still in position. We just have to hope that Jan's also in position still. Well, we attempted it. So let's see. Largo is hidden in the grass, and Jan is still over there. Let's go. Now just stealthily, stay on target. Oh god, I can't aim. This will probably be a short video, I don't know. Assuming that this is about to work. It seems like it's going to.
Just watch this.
Man, I love getting to use my namesake of cheesing the shit out of video games.
What?
So one tank down. So we got this far before. Well, we killed the southern tank, not the northern tank. But so now we have plenty of command points to go over to Jan.
For you, sure.
Oh god, don't shoot at me. Don't at me, please. And...
Die for me, sweetie. I can go another round.
oh god. This is not the time nor the place for that.
You got it, hon.
Wait until we win.
Come
Which
out and
is...
fight like a man, honey.
right here.
Die for me, sweetie.
Right? Come on, operation complete. See,
Operation complete.
how did I
Both enemy
forget about
tanks
that? I guess I was too preoccupied with trying to do the mission legitimately that I strayed from my roots, which are cheesing video games to get the most desirable outcome. That's only a B? Go fuck yourself! I guess you could have maybe done that a turn. I wasn't completely efficient with my movements, but still, go fuck yourself. B. 4 turns, give me a B. Also, we didn't kill anyone. That also maybe counts against us.
In the victory of the Gallian forces. It made military history not only with its ferocity, but with the duel that ended it.
Oh yeah, the Super Saiyan anime duel? Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Then fell to
I guess.
retreat, while Gallia's grasp on victory tightened.
Well, I mean, maybe if your like seasoned Valkyrie hadn't gotten dunked on by this new bred greenhorn.
Welkin,
Oh yeah, she's back to normal now.
what happened? I can't remember. What did... I was shot, wasn't I? But here I am, alive and fully healed. And it's like... Everyone looks at me differently now. Like they're scared. Welkin, has something happened to me? Tell me, please.
Well,
Alicia.
you know, you got animeized.
Report. Parting ways.
Okay, this is like a little. It's not a full mission, but let's make a save. It's also to make sure I'm actually recording. I know I do that a lot, but ooh, so we're only 5 minutes in. Well, let's see how long these cutscenes are, and then we'll have to decide.
Sir, may I come in? Kreese, any results on that thing I asked you to look into? Yes, sir. For starters, this bullet you gave me. Its shape and markings perfectly match rounds used by an experimental Gallian sniper rifle. I see. So Alicia really was shot by someone inside the Gallian force. So, any leads on who fired it? Yes, sir.
No.
Tell me, Kreese. The night before the shooting, records show Lieutenant Lanzet checked out the rifle. What? Valdio had the gun? Are you sure that's not some mistake? It's rare for a tank commander to ask for a sniper rifle, so the clerk remembered him. Sir, only 2 of those rifles exist right now. One is confirmed to be locked in the arsenal.
Well, maybe it just got a mind of its own and shot her.
The other was checked out to Lieutenant Lanzet and has yet to be returned. I can't. It's hard for me to believe, too. Valdio? It couldn't be.
Well, let's learn the truth.
Hey,
Damn, got enough
Valdio,
books, dude?
you in? I guess not.
Let's scour his notes.
Notes on the Valkyrian race. The anthropology of the Valkyria. Maybe he was reading up on the enemy. This is his handwriting. Alicia must be made to awake.
Just saying, whenever I start plotting to do some nefarious shit, don't, note to me, future me, don't write it down,
What?
Like, don't keep
Alicia
handwritten
must be
notes
made
about the
to awaken.
evil shit you're about
No
to
matter
do.
how
Well,
much I
evil's not
try,
really.
I
you
can
know.
think of no other way. I almost wish I had never joined them on that expedition to the Barius ruins. I'm convinced that the inner chamber was built to admit only Valkyria. But the door opened at her touch. That could only mean that the blood of their tribe courses through her veins. Still, I was shocked to find her bathed in that uncanny light that night in the field. Though I doubted my eyes, I never once doubted. That light was the Valkyrian blue flame.
See, like, you just wrote these notes, you're just gonna leave them lying around? Come on, dude.
Ultimately, I had no choice but to accept the simple truth that Alicia is one of them. I'd already begun to question all I knew. The walls of the temple sanctum were inscribed with the Valkyria's account of history. History as it truly was. We are all taught of the Darkson calamity, and how their actions forever scorched the land. But this account told a different story. The Valkyria invaded this land from the north, slaying the indigenous Darkson people as they came. Their grasp of Ragnite technology and the art of war were vastly superior.
What a twist.
They trained the destructive power of Ragnite on the Darkson's land, burned it to ash, then had the gall to pass the blame for their inhuman deeds off on their Darkson slaves. Darksons have borne that stigma ever since, while the Valkyria became godlike saviors. The victors simply rewrote the history books. The Barius ruins promulgate a lie to all but their own descendants as hard fact. Reading about the Valkyria's power, the true face of these saviors, left me stunned. Yet at the same time, I cannot help but think of how useful it could be to us now. Since then, I've investigated every text and report on the Valkyria I could find. They lead me to believe that at least a few scions of the Valkyria must have survived to this day. All across Europa, these rare individuals live and die unaware of their own nature. But history has recorded rare cases of individuals who have awakened to their powers. Their stories share one common thread. All of them suffered grave wounds before awakening.
Okay, so the most anime thing possible, got it.
If those accounts are correct, the blood of the Valkyria stirs at the approach of death. Their power, having slept for thousands of years, bursts awake at one step shy of the end. Once awakened, if one of these individuals takes hold of the refined Ragnite arms of their ancestors, they make their mark on history as one of the Valkyria of old. I couldn't stop myself. I stole the Valkyrian lance and shield out of the university archive. Supposedly their blood serves to amplify the Ragnite's natural power. I have no idea.
This is a
what
long
science
info
lies
dump. I
behind
didn't
it.
remember it being so long.
Perhaps it's a consequence of their origins in the Ragnite-rich northern regions. Regardless of the reason, the Valkyria's life force itself calls forth a reaction from the stone. The enemy Valkyria decimated our forces on the Magyar plains. I could not afford to stay my hand on account of ethics. I had the rifle, and I forced myself to use it. I shot her. I placed the lance and shield on her unconscious form. I was racked with insecurity and guilt, hands red with blood of my best friend's love. But now I know. The choice I made was right.
Faldio!
I mean, I agree with Faldio. I mean, it was a huge gamble and a risk, but, you know, I think he made the right decision in all honesty. Because we would have just died there anyway if he hadn't have done that. So
Faldio, where is he?
I think it's a, you know, the ends justified the means there.
Sir, Captain Virat just called him in.
Because we would have died, like all of us. Because Silvaria would have just kicked our ass, and, you know, it's a gamble you have to take. Save again? This is the most stern Welkin looks in the whole entire game.
Faldio, I'm only going to ask you this once. Was it you who shot Alicia?
Yeah. I shot her.
Okay, you could say it a little less smugly than that, asshole.
Tell me why. Why did you have to shoot her?
The people. Gallia needed her. Now let me ask you a question. How else do you think we could have won that battle? If not for Alicia's power, Gallia would have most certainly lost.
I still can't.
And not just this battle. I'm talking about Gallia's future. How else are we supposed to survive, Welkin? Caught on either side by giants. It's Alicia. Our Valkyria. She's the only one who can protect us from them.
Wrong. Our side gaining power won't end this war. All it does is escalate the conflict.
That's enough. Listen to each other. You may both be right, but still, you're both very wrong. I don't claim to have the perfect answer either. However, regardless of the reason, attacking one of your own comrades is deplorable. By Gallian military law, I remand you to the stockade until further notice, Faldio. And you, Welkin. 24
come
hours
on.
in isolation for engaging in fisticuffs.
How do we get a similar punishment for punching someone that he got for shooting someone? Bullshit.
Chapter 15. Citadel Ghirlandaio.
Oh god, this mission. Oh man. Okay, we just unlocked 8 billion things. This mission. This chapter is in it's in 2 parts. The first part isn't so bad. The second part, let's just say I have a cheese strap ready to get through it. I'll go into more detail about how annoying and bullshit it actually is. But we'll do that. Well, let's see, what time are we at? Let's save first. I want to see what the time is. We'll go ahead and we'll do the cutscenes for this mission, and then we'll get to the first little mission thingy. We won't do it this episode, but
Thanks to the victory at Nagyar, our forces have pushed the enemy back to the border. The Imperials are currently holed up in the Citadel at Ghirlandaio.
Ghirlandaio.
A crucial checkpoint.
and it's a citadel,
along
all
the
right.
commerce routes tying Gallia to the east since medieval times. The pass at Ghirlandaio had been fortified for ages. The existing structure was rebuilt as a modern fortress during the First European War, and its grounds were littered with the casualties of war. In the current war, it housed the Empire's command center, and now it stood as their final stronghold.
We're getting pretty close to the end of the game.
What's our strategy for attacking the Citadel,
Still,
Captain?
you know, still got a good bit because the missions get. I think the next few chapters all have double missions and they're longer. Granted, one of these missions we will be getting through very
I
quickly
still haven't received any details on our orders from
because
above
we
yet.
have a cheese strap.
Oh, stop your worrying, Virat. I came here myself to give you your orders.
General Damon. I'm honored, but why not just send a messenger?
Your regiment really showed him up out there at Nagyar. In return, I'm granting you the honor of assaulting the Citadel at the van of the army.
Thanks, asshole.
Sir?
Here are your orders. There's a supply line running into the Citadel.
Your orders are run at the Citadel. Just attack them straight on.
We're sending a train car loaded down with explosives along it to blow us an entrance. The militia will run along the track ahead of it, flipping the right rail switches.
Flipping rail switches, sir? This while dodging a hailstorm of bullets? That sounds like a suicide mission, sir.
What are you talking about? It's the perfect challenge for your fearless crew. If we succeed here, the Empire will finally be forced out of Gallia for good. You'll pave the way for the real army. You got that, Virat?
Can we kill him?
Another mission they don't have the guts to do themselves.
Maybe. But it's a mission that somebody still needs to do.
Precisely. As the General said, if we win, the Empire will be driven out of Gallia. Let this be our final battle. I'll await good news from the field. Dismissed.
Oh man, I'm still getting PTSD about this. The second. I mean, like I said, there's a strategy that I'm going to be using because I hate that mission so much.
Mother, where are you?
Hey! There's a survivor here! It's too late for the mother. Come on, we've got to get the child out. Now!
Mother, where are you? Mother! Mother!
Sire, Your Grace.
That incident grows old and stale. Silvaria, what news have you from the front?
She got her ass kicked for once.
They seek to push our soldiers past the border, and the total of their forces approach those of our own.
I see. The advantage now begins to sway towards the other side. It seems the loss at Nagyar has ended our hopes of strolling through the gates of Rondgries.
The fault lies with me. This would be over had I but won at Nagyar.
Yeah, I mean, you did get dunked up. There's really no
Your
excuse for
Grace,
that.
Grant me another chance, I beg you. Please allow me to fight for your glory, sire.
Dear Selvaria, do you truly wish to be of help?
Yes, more than anything. From the time you saved me, Your Grace, I've known that I love you more than I do my own life. Sire, I want to work in the service of your dreams.
Very well. So, Selvaria, you report that the strength of our opponent now matches our own. In that case, let the fire of destruction rain down upon them. Use the final flame of the Valkyria.
But...
That doesn't sound good.
Your Grace!
The hour of your death shall mark the inauguration of our rule. Farewell, Selvaria.
Can't say I'm impressed, Your Grace. Making a lady cry?
This is simply one of a number of scenarios we'd planned for since before Magyar. If her prowess as a Valkyria is insufficient, Selvaria's uses quickly narrow to one alone.
Anyway, there's a messenger here for you straight from Castle Randgrease.
So there is. Let him wait. I have no time for simple messengers now. We are set to commence Operation
sounds
Steel
fancy.
Scythe. Jaeger, prepare to return back east.
Steel Scythe.
What? Then it's... the Marmota's finished?
It is. Word has come that it has completed its trial run.
Oh, that
The
doesn't sound
Galleons
good.
are hasty to assume victory. We shall see them gutted yet.
I'm sorry.
Almost makes you feel bad for Selvaria if she didn't, like, haunt my dreams at night
Is everybody
for being
here?
such an annoying person to fight.
No. Still no Alicia, boss.
Right. Well, let's start.
I already heard from another squad. We're prepping some tracks for a bomb.
That's right. It's a rough one, but this is a critical mission.
This is the militia. We're used to getting all the bum missions by now. With that settled, there's one question I gotta ask you, boss. Alicia's Valkyria powers and all. You plan to use those this time too?
Unfortunately not.
No, Largo, of course I don't.
No, why not? It'd make it so much easier.
I have faith in your natural abilities. Who needs Valkyria when I've got you all?
Because they're better?
Good answer. I'd expect no less from you, boss.
We're ready for anything out there. After all, this could very well be it.
Yeah, we're fine. You go be with Alicia, boss. She needs you real bad right now.
All right. You all know what you're doing.
But does he? This is a tough one. Even for Nature Boy.
Well, he'll just talk about, you know, rhinoceros beetles and she'll be completely over it, right?
Having Alicia and the boss moping around is a drag for the whole squad. I hope for everyone's sake they can pull out of this funk real soon.
Alicia, there you are. What's up?
Look at this, Welkin. Guess what? I found some lion's paw growing while I was out on my walk.
It's definitely a personality change there.
Go. Very sharp. Makes you look like a real gentleman.
Well, thank you.
Trying too hard.
Welkin. said it was Valdio. Is it true?
Afraid so.
Then when I walked through camp before, some of them got down on their knees, like they were worshipping me. Praise the Valkyria, the Godchild. They were begging me to save Galia. Me. I mean, what am I supposed to say to that?
Alicia,
What kind of life can I live from now on?
I wish I knew.
Wow, I'm sorry. Guess that was pretty heavy. Here we are right before the last battle, and I'm not helping things one little bit. Don't worry about me. Sergeant Alicia Melchiot, sir. Reporting. And ready for duty. My mind is focused on the mission. See you later, boss.
That wasn't convincing at all.
Alicia.
Well, next time we'll get to flip switches and shit, so that sounds like fun. Because, you know, that's like a universal video game constant, isn't it? You gotta flip the switches. So yeah, I'm XGZ87. This has been Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye guys.